Hi there, my name is Diana Carolina, and today for the assignment of promotional marketing, I would like to talk about the case study about cell phones. It is about mobile phones, and media channels, and IMC elements. First of all, I would like to comment the case study. It is an introduction of a new model into the market. The consumers are going to be between 45 and 65 years old, and no phone users, and also teenagers. And that's why the product shouldn't be very technological, but good enough with the capability to do the basic devices, um, such as send text messages, internet connectivity, and yeah, some good characteristics, good enough. So, in terms of the important segmentation, it is important to mention that the functions that they are looking for are good visual features. In the case of the youngest, the 80% of them during the last 4 weeks have watching videos, play video games, or play music into their phones. Also, that one it's important for elderly people because they used to talk with the grandchilds or family members through the cell phone. So that's why it should be interactive, simple and easy for them that they could infer how to use it, with good sound reception, good sound delivery in both of the cases, and with SMS possibility. And in terms of function and in terms of symbolic, that should provide them the sense of belonging. Through the use of the it, the identification for the youngest, and avoid loneliness for the elderly people. And basically, in general, is to be in touch for the others. So, using the Roy Morgan value segments to recognize the people that we are talking about. In terms of demography, they are multicultural. They have multicultural backgrounds here in Australia because the immigration. Elderly people and children rates are increasing. And something very important that I would like to remark here is that the median age people is located in between 33 and 48 years old, uh, around 37.4 years old in average. So they're going to be the population that the IMC tools are going to be focused, because they are the decision makers, and definitely they are influenced by the focus population, but they are who are going to buy it. In terms of value and lifestyle, they could be active or sedentary people with a very strong familiar context, and in Australia, the freedom and the independency values are very important. In terms of health demographics, in Australia has plenty of bodies and natural scenarios such as beaches and deserts. And in terms of behavioral characteristics about the niche of the market, there are vulnerable people and dependent decision making, and also retired people in the case of elderlies. In terms of company image, it should be consumer oriented in terms of social responsibility, because the use of technological elements have, and especially smartphones or cell phones, have created anxiety, depression, difficult in development of social skills. Also, sedentary behavior and detrimental of quality of life in certain senses. So that's why the company should be responsible about it and consumer oriented in terms of try to maintain the people informed about all related with technology and also the consequences. And in terms of consumer relationship, advising to users about it, which I consider that it could be added value if they do that, because it is not very often, and it it's not necessarily bad for the company. I think that could be an opportunity. Also, they should be reliable for the elderly, especially because the elderly people doesn't don't trust in technological companies. They think that they could take advantage of them in certain cases, according with a study. And continuous support. They should offer continuous support as learning processes, learning support, take into account the population that we are talking about. So what are the features that the consumers want to find in the phones? They should be good resolution in graphs, videos, and games, like a very like big enough and directly related with the apps that they are describing through the graphs. A good sound quality and capability to play videos easily, good camera features, internet connectivity, agenda, calendar, date and time, and SMS. And something additional could be connectivity with smart devices such as a thermostat or lock the doors, or digital characteristics in houses. A GPS for both of the population, elderly and young. Monitoring health apps, especially for seniors, and making emergency calls easily for both of them. Sorry. In terms of the integrated marketing communication strategy, it should communicate something like like it is very special for you for at this moment. So it should be something fun, easy, and useful for them to express these ideas through the TV in order to reach the whole population. Because according to an author called Hassan, the children are able to stimulate the consumption demand. So in that sense, it is very important that the whole family members are able to see it, to watch it the publicity piece and receive the message. And in that way, the consumer who are going to be the person between 33 and 44 are going to buy it for someone else. It could be for youngest or elderly people within the family or friends or in the close circle. Also through apps such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram mainly, in order to reach them, and with with public relations in order to promote especially that social responsibility that I mentioned before. The message should be something like just for you, what you were waiting for a long time, and what you are needing for them, like to be connected with them, like create that relation through the message. And something very important, or finally, I would like to mention that essential physical features such as ergonomic shape are very important, essential for comfort. So in a curved shape and also not very heavy to carry up, and the in a good size with big enough letters and defined forms as I mentioned, Also, another consideration is that it should have a scroll bar in order to it is the people are already used to, so the system or the like the movements in this in the cell phone are going to be easier, and the smart should be a smartphone any feeling, because the elderly have sometimes health conditions such as arthritis or something like that, so in that case it's gonna be more difficult, and with the purposed learning support it's gonna be easy for them. That's it for today. Thank you.